everybody. Good afternoon to you. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful, beautiful, sunny summer day here in Oregon. It's a hot day. It's really hot. It's almost 90 degrees here right now. And I'm feeling the heat a little bit, but I wanted to sit down and do a react to Chantal's newest video. So I'm keeping an eye on her content, and anything having to do with mukbangs, I'm skipping those. I really don't want to watch her eat. If she does a mukbang and there's something interesting of note that she says, I can just include that in another video or a separate video, like a little recap video. But I don't want to sit down and watch her eat for absolutely no reason. So the newest video that she did, called Live Home Goods Haul, 120 bucks for all. Here's some good news. The video is about 30 minutes long, so it's not even an hour. Actually, it's not a video. I'm sorry, my mistake. It was a live that she did, and it was a very short live. Now, what makes this interesting is what happened at the end of the live. At the end of the live, she claimed that she got a text from somebody and she had to go, and she ended the live all of a sudden. The feeling that a lot of people got when that happened was that she was doing it for clickbait. It wasn't a true sense of an emergency happened or something bad happened and she got scared and she had to go. It was strictly for clickbait, because that's what Chantal does anymore. She'll use something really small and stupid to get people wondering what happened so that they'll click on the next video or the next live, and maybe she'll get a boost in views. So using cheap little tricks, trying to make more money versus just doing quality content, which would make good money without the cheap tricks. Also, last night I did a tarot live for a lot of you on my channel, and I have a little confession to make. I do have a little confession to make in regards to Chantal. So not much was happening on YouTube last night. There weren't many people going live. And I did my tarot live, and I knew the chances of Chantal coming across my live and watching it were very, very high. So I had a feeling that she was watching. And I deliberately said things knowing that she would hear them and she will probably react. Nothing that I said was a lie, but I had a feeling that some of the things that I said would show up in her next live or her next video. And I knew that based on past behavior. And yes, Chantal, you are very predictable. You are not the unpredictable, intelligent wild card that you think you are. You're extremely predictable. So I made the comment last night in my tarot live. I made the note out loud that isn't it funny and isn't it interesting that when Chantal, when she does her grocery hauls, we really don't see toiletry items, do we? We don't see items that you would normally see, such as laundry soap and things of that nature. It's just food. When you go grocery shopping, you'll do a mixture of both items. You'll have food items, but you'll also have outside items as well. And that's just part of your groceries. Well, wouldn't you know? The live that she did, she was showing those outside items. Isn't it interesting, the timing of that? That I did a tarot live and I mentioned that, and lo and behold, the next day, she makes a point to mention that. Chantal, you are so incredibly transparent. You are. You're incredibly transparent, ma'am. You're just so easy to play. When are you going to realize you're not that good of a poker player? You're not good at having a poker face. You are very expressive, whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not. You are such an expressive person. And you're a bad liar. Hence the reason why you should stop lying, because you're not good at it. And you're not good at playing games because everybody knows the number one rule is Chantal lies. Rule number two, Chantal tells on herself. And you told on yourself. You told on yourself by doing the live, showing off the household items. You told on yourself that you were watching my live last night. Girl. Oh my goodness. I did what I did and I said what I said on purpose. I planted that seed and it bore fruit. You exposed yourself. You exposed yourself. But you know what, Chantal? You know what? You are such a bad poker player. You're so incredibly bad at it that another poker player can sit there and expose all of their cards to you and still win the game. They can show their cards and go, here, look, this is what I got in my hand. You'll still lose. And you'll keep losing. See, your problem is that you are too hyper focused and too hyper obsessed with keeping up this public image in front of girl world, in front of the internet. You want to maintain this ridiculous image of you are a person, you never make a bad decision, you never make a bad choice. Everything you do, you're always right. It's always the best choice because your ego just cannot take the hit of admitting when you're wrong. Even when you are wrong and you're caught dead to rights, you just won't admit to it. You'll always maintain that position of I am right. And not only am I right, I'm better than all of you. I'm living better than all of you. My quality of life is better than all of yours, when just the opposite is true. You live for those little victories over girl world. And I guess for you, the biggest victory that you can claim right now is by maintaining your position of having a bunch of lies ongoing connected to your false public image. Us not knowing about the truth, us not knowing certain things, that gives you a sense of, haha, I got one over on them. Because as long as we don't find out the truth, you don't suffer some kind of loss. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you just could not deal with taking a loss, taking a hit. So you got to keep up that public image. Although the public image is stupid, it means nothing, it contributes to nothing. You got to maintain it. You got to keep up that ego because truly that's all you have left. You're holding on to that ego for dear life because that's all you have. You don't have a healthy, happy life. You don't have a healthy, happy marriage. You don't have a healthy, happy home. You got nothing else but that ego. So you refuse to let go of it. At the same time, you're not realizing that that obsession with ego and saving face, it's basically what's keeping you prisoner. But I love the fact that you took the bait. You took the bait, Chantal. You took it. I knew you were watching, girl. Why do you think I did that little reading concerning you and French Fry Girl? The conflict between you two? Why do you think I did that? Because I knew you were watching. I've never done that before. Why do you think I did that? That was for you, girl. Because I knew you were watching. I wanted to show you that no matter how much you go at French Fry Girl, no matter how you try to get a one-up on her, you're not going to win. All you're doing is hurting yourself. Whatever victory you're trying to get over her, whatever means you try, no matter how low you go, you're not going to win. See, here's where you're not seeing things. Right now, it's not a matter of winning or losing, Chantal. It's a matter of how much do you want to lose? Are you willing to lose it all? Absolutely everything? Or do you want to be smart and cut your losses and start to really, really win. Because you're not going to win over French Fry Girl. You're not going to win over Girl World. Your biggest battle is yourself. Winning with yourself. That's the battle. That's the war you should be the most concerned with. Not the internet. And get one over on the internet. But anything you do, any energy you toss out into the world, you're so hyper focused on escaping into diverting your attention to other people and hating on other people and making trouble for other people. Understand, ma'am, that the energy you put out into the world is the same energy you get back. You put out negative energy, you'll get negative energy in return. You plant toxic seeds, you will get a bitter harvest. And you will not start to get a good harvest until you plant good seeds and you nourish it with the right things. So you've been in Kuwait for 2 years. How's that working out for you? Are you truly winning anything? No, you're not. You're miserable, you're sick, you're unhealthy, you know what you need to do to fix all this, and yet you're not going to do it because you refuse to let go of somebody that honestly, at the end of the day, does not want to be with you, is not going to be with you, and is not in love with you. No matter how much money you spend on him, no matter how much time you spend with him, he's not that into you, not even a little bit. You may think that you can seduce a man with money. It ain't going to happen. Okay? You can't get a man's heart through money. If he don't like you, he don't like you. You just want to keep ignoring that. You just don't want to accept the word no. And keep driving yourself further and further down the hole. It's your life, though. Do as you wish, but you're playing a really stupid game. You know what you need to do. You know you need to get out of Kuwait and come back to Canada and get your life started over. But that ego is not letting you because you're too afraid of looking like a loser in front of Girl World. You're so afraid of admitting defeat. Well, sometimes you got to lose. Sometimes you got to lose the battle to win the war. Do you understand? Lose something small to get something bigger. But I'll leave that for you to decide. Anyway, let's get on with this react, shall we? I've got some stuff to say. But let's get into the stuff on Twitter first. There is some cool stuff on Twitter. And then we'll get into the video. And we'll skip ahead if it gets too boring. Because it's nothing that special. All right. Let's start here with Two-Tailed Caperer. Chantal has to be assisted up a 2.5-inch curb. Salah lets go of her hand as fast as humanly possible and scruffs her at the back of the neck like a grizzly stray cat with fleas. How embarrassing. Okay. So, couple of things, couple of thoughts from me. Chantal likes to borrow off of other people's content and the things that they do. The whole situation with her stepping up on a curb, she got that from Amberlynn Reid. That was something that happened with Amber. Chantal doesn't have a single original thought in her head. She straight up borrowed that from Amberlynn Reid. And if you're truly having that much trouble stepping up on to a curb, Chantal, remember back to 2018 when you could walk across a field, no problem. You could step across stones in a river, no problem. Think about those days compared to now. How far you come as far as your health being bad. Another thing, let's keep in mind who she's catering to. It's not 100% of her audience. It's to the feedy people. And there is that subset, that subfolder of her audience connected to the feedy people. There's the gainers. The gainers, they want to see you get as big as humanly possible. And then there's the subset called the immobilizers. And the immobilizers, part of their fetish is seeing a person having trouble doing the simplest of things. So her having trouble stepping up onto a curb, that might be for them. Just something of note. Like there's different things that she does in her lives and her videos where she's catering, I feel, to different fetish groups. Okay, moving on. The Angry Scott says Foodie Beauty loves a little distraction deflection combo. So after the live, where she just ended all of a sudden, she posted a community post saying, sorry guys for the abrupt end to my stream. I'm okay, but I need privacy with regards to what happened. I promise it's not about me and I'm okay. Okay, let's apply a little logic. Let's apply a little bit of logic. For those people that are beezers, that you're worried about Chantal, like, oh my God, what happened? If it were something really, really bad, she would not have made a community post that quickly after the live. Isn't it funny? Isn't it a convenience that she ended the live and right after the live, she made that community post? If there was a true, serious emergency going on, you're in the moment with that emergency. You're not thinking about your community post. You're not thinking about anything except handling the situation. If, say, it involved a family member, like something was seriously wrong with them or they had passed away, like that's where your headspace is. Like I watched the clip of her ending the live. She did not look stressed out at all. It looked staged. Honestly, it looked staged to me. Like I need attention. I need people to wonder. I need more people on my next live or my next video. So I'm just going to create a situation where they're concerned. So more people will tune in the next time. That's how it appeared to me. All right, this is from Yog. How dare you point at me? Uh-oh. You're pointing at the kitty. Look, kitty's like, the ears are going back. And the sideways. That kitty's going to take over the world. Okay, this is from Mr. Michael B. Petty, saying you can literally see the hamster in her brain working to find an excuse to end the live and also create clickbait. The only bad news Foodie got was her DoorDash being canceled. So let's watch the clip from Mr. Michael B. Petty.
It's a different vibe. It's such a different vibe living in the Middle East as well. Like, I can't explain it to you. You'd have to come and live here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have 2 homes, exactly, Valley. That's how I feel. Like, obviously, my heart, a big part of it will always be in Canada. Like,
I'm sorry I had to stop it there. But it's funny how she flip-flops. Chantal, flip-flops are only appropriate for the beach. It's not appropriate for YouTube. When you're a flip-floppy person, nobody takes you seriously. You appear very dishonest and disingenuous. So once upon a time, you lived in Canada. Then you went to Kuwait. While you were in Kuwait, you were putting down the Western world, saying all kinds of bad things about it. Although every time you went back to your home country, you made sure to vacuum up all the food you can get your hands on and all of the green products. You were enjoying those things in the Western world that you couldn't get in Kuwait. Now, here we are, and the date for getting out of Kuwait before all of the fines and penalties are imposed. Suddenly, you're back in love with Canada, and you're talking well about Canada, and oh, my heart is there. Yeah, you're flip-floppy.
I don't have all bad memories there. And there's a lot of...
Yeah, but the only good memories you talk about with Canada have to do with your childhood and have to do with food. When you think of good memories, you never bring up anything from your adulthood. It's always, I'm going to go back to my childhood and nostalgia. And I remember being a kid and eating this. It's so sad to me.
Things I love about it, but I guess I just prefer to live here right now.
The only reason, listen, let's be real. The only reason why you prefer to live in Kuwait is because when you were in Canada, you made your life such an incredible mess in Canada that you flew to Kuwait to get away from the mess that you created. You've got all that debt waiting for you back in Canada, all that money you still owe. You chose to let go of the villa, living there when you really shouldn't have never have left. You were living with Pete's and you were complaining about the cost of rent, but you wanted to be with Salah so bad just to stick it to Nader that you created this whole ridiculous arc with Salah, I guess to make Nader jealous, to get him back, or both. I don't know. But you were so desperate to say to all of us, I have a man. You were trying to create a bragging point. I've got a man. Where's your man? Although, you know what? At the end of the day, Chantal, nobody cares if you have a man or not. You're not a fully mature woman. You're very immature. And I can tell that because you put your validation and your worth in things that don't matter. Like, you don't consider a woman to be of value unless she's in a relationship and she has a man. A woman can be a woman and valuable all by her doggone self. She doesn't need a man, just as a man can be a man without a woman. A relationship is just a relationship. If you had a mature way of thinking, you would know that and understand that. I can also tell that you're immature in your thinking because back in the day when you were at the villa, you were insisting that several men were chasing you and found you attractive. It wasn't just one man talking to you, it was several. You placed your worth in how many men that you could just hit up and talk to and do things with. It was never about you. It was about what you placed around you and who was around you. So you had a life with Pete's in Canada. You chose to give that up for the wrong reasons. Out of jealousy, out of vengeance, whatever it is you call it. 2 years. 2 years. When you could have spent that 2 years in Canada fixing your mess. And you wouldn't have to run away to another country to get away from it. Here we are 2 years later. And eventually, you're going to get kicked out of Kuwait. You're a tourist. You do not live in Kuwait. You're essentially squatting right now. But we're getting down to the wire where you have to get out. Because they are not playing with you, Chantal. They're not playing with anybody over there. They have said, I believe it's June 14th or June 17th, those who are here that know they shouldn't be here have to go. If you go before then, no penalty. If you stay and we catch you, there's going to be a problem. They're giving you an out. They're giving you an outdoor and saying, walk through it before the deadline. You've got to go. It's time to go home to Canada and get yourself together. Or not. But you can't, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Understand? All of your misery has to do with hanging on to a place and a man and a situation that really, there's no positive benefit. And just hanging on to it out of pride is stupid. It's freaking stupid, dude. You're not looking smarter than the rest of us. You're looking dumber. Yeah, it's time to go home, girlfriend. Time to really go home.
You know? So that's my, you know? Oh shit, I gotta go. I got bad news.
And where exactly did you get the bad news from? I didn't hear anybody's voice. I didn't see her look down at her phone. Like this, where'd this bad news come from? That makes no sense. She just wanted to end the live, that's all, and make people concerned for her. Beezers, do you see what this is? This is somebody who just, she wants to keep your stress level to the ceiling. She's not about the quality content. She's not about taking care of herself. She's about using cheap, sleazy tactics to make her money. And she's not even making that much. Fondue Pondu says she had such an emergency to rush off her live, but had time enough to go change her rage thumbnail after the emergency. Clear bait and BS. Oh, so this is what she changed it to? So she had an emergency, but she sat down and changed her thumbnail. Okay, that's enough. That's all the proof I need that it was staged. That's all I need to know. Because when you have an emergency, you're not thinking about things like that. Mo Translate says this looks staged. In this live, she showed a new suitcase she bought and napkins. Is she making up a story to leave for the visa run or June 14th? Both dates are coming up and the Kuwait government is not playing this time, girl. Some of you are saying the bad news is food, rice related. I don't know. Yeah, it feels staged to me. It does feel staged. And I have a question. She has a suitcase. Salah has a suitcase. They went to Thailand together. So what does she need another suitcase for? I'm just asking questions. Like, it's not like she's been traveling a lot and her suitcase is worn out. Why do you need a new suitcase? Unless she needs a bigger suitcase. She needs to put more in it because she has to get out for good. Like the smaller suitcase is just taking whatever stuff home. You're leaving the majority of your stuff behind. But maybe a bigger suitcase because this is like the final visit. I don't know. Just a thought. Bunny Angel says this is all for attention and to get people in her stream the next time she goes live. Agreed. She really thinks people are stupid. Well, her VIBs are the only stupid ones who believe this crap. Yeah, we don't believe it. We don't believe it. Not at all. Not believing it. Not believing it. I've been watching her too much. I don't believe it. Okay, so let's go on to the live itself. And even though it's short, we will skip ahead if we need to. If she gets boring. Some of the items that she got, I've got some thoughts on. So let's see. Am I where I need to be? Yes, I am. Okay, let's go. Look at her just waiting for people to come in the room before she starts talking. She's like, I want to make sure I have an audience for this one.
Yep. Is this working? What are you guys doing awake? Can you hear this or is there like rubbing noise on my jilbab? Hey, Kimo. Mandinga, hello. David, hello. Jem. I'll be reggae. Karen. Hi, Maggie. CB. No, I don't. Christina, hello. It's 12 a.m.? Oh, really? Hey, sweepstakes. My face is always red. Vanessa in Australia. Oh. Love for cinnamon rolls. I like cinnamon rolls too. It is 5:42 here. Amelia. Hey, Nixie. Ashley. Walaikum salam, Jem. So I just wanted to like, how's the sound? Is it okay? I want to see if I can clip it to something else.
You know, it's really shameful and embarrassing. Chantal likes to brag about having a 100K channel. Hey, Miss 100K channel, how come you don't have a decent microphone? I mean, you're making more money than some of us on YouTube, certainly more than all of us smaller channels. I'm going to shame you. Look what I got. You know, a nice microphone, a Blue Yeti. How come you're 100K and you got that cheap clip-on microphone? How embarrassing that you have a channel with a lot of people. You won't even invest in good equipment. You know, you got to spend money to make money. How shameful and pathetic are you that channels that are like 4K, 5K, we got the good microphones, we got the good cameras, and you over there with a cheap $2 clip-on microphone, girl.
I hate having it like, hey, Windswept, Mark. I hate having it on my person. I hate when people say that. It's on my person. Anyways, I guess it has to be on my person. Whatever. Brenda, 9:42 a.m. Yeah, it's morning. Most of you have work. Well, you know. If you're feeding your family a 5, a 6-inch, they should probably look into that. Imagine, here's a corner for you, Billy.
And I have a question. Why are you going to go live just to show off your home goods? It's not like she bought extraordinary things. This screams desperation to me. This has been going on for a while. Chantal, you can't come up with anything original or creative. That's why you go to the reaction channels and you listen to the things that we say and maybe the theories that we have or the things that we notice and the details that stand out to us. You're looking for ideas for content because you just can't come up with any. You're doing things like this where you do a live, you have nothing interesting to say. So you're like, oh, let me just go get some stuff from the dollar store and bring it onto a live and show it off to people. Or let me do a grocery haul and turn that into an entire video when most of us go grocery shopping and we don't turn that into content because, you know, it's groceries. But you're so lacking in thought that you'll take stupid things and make stupid lives and stupid videos out of them. And then you wonder why nobody watches you anymore. And then you blame the reaction channels. It's not our fault. It's not our fault that you're not interesting. There's only so much we can do to make you interesting. After a certain point, we can't do anymore.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Illegally Blonde. Hello. Oh, I hate this on my person. Waleed, 444 here. Nice.
Nobody tell her that she can take that clip-on microphone and put it somewhere else close to her and it'll work just fine. Nobody tell her that. It's really simple. She could figure it out on her own. She probably never will, but she doesn't necessarily have to clip it onto her on her clothes.
No, I didn't just wake up. The CPAP marks are lasting all day now, I guess. Hi, Belly. Working from home. Nice. Andrea Marie. Oh, no. I hope you have a good day at work. Drink lots of coffee. No, the Ramadan decorations are gone. Can't you see this? It's all pillows and couch. All right? Pillows and couch, and a plaque. Hey, Kiki. Kiki, 1904. How did you know of my son, Billy Goat? Hey, Sabre. So there's a lot of markets here, okay? There's a lot of competition for people selling all kinds of stuff. Stuff for your house. I was going to say crap. Stuff for your house, okay? So I can eat a whole sub. Yeah, I mean, normally me too. Hi, right-handed Jill. It depends. Look great. Thank you.
We're moving ahead, like blah, 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 blah. The first 5 minutes, she doesn't do anything.
Those and get a few things for the home or whatever. So I just wanted to show you guys what I got because, again, I know some people like shopping hauls no matter what it is, even if it's a sponge. I did buy a few sponges. Julia!
Like, I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler. The items that she produces for this haul, there's no rhyme or reason to them. They're all just so incredibly random. There's almost a feeling of somebody just going to the store and picking up random items with no purpose and putting them in the grocery cart and buying them. There's no rhyme or reason or synchronicity with any of this stuff. It doesn't make any kind of sense.
The plaque should say prettier than 90%. I want my home stores that are like more fancy and expensive, but we go to the the markets, like the ones that are not fancy. Hi, Jamila. I would rather spend money on travel than I like finding good deals. We love it. So, okay. So this is a new luggage. Now, I packed the black suitcase I had, the one we got in Thailand, so bad that it cracked. So I don't know. That's a huge bummer, but we got a luggage. I don't know the brand, American luggage. You can't really see it, but it's a huge suit.
So I've got questions. If you both were traveling, why not have a suitcase for each of you? Why are there not two suitcases there? Why is there just one? I can't imagine that you're going to put your stuff and his stuff together in one suitcase. I don't know if she's traveling. I don't know if she's trolling and acting like she's going to travel. But the only thing that makes sense to me is, since everything is going down in Kuwait, where Kuwait is saying, those of you that are in the country and you got to go, you got to get out by the 14th. Today is the 6th. So she has like 6 or 7 days to get everything done before that time. If there's one suitcase, that feels like only one person is going to travel. One, not two, one. She's got to go. It would make sense to get a big suitcase if you're leaving and you don't know if you're going to be able to come back. And you have to pack all the stuff that you can in that bigger suitcase. Because there's not going to be a return back. You got to get all your stuff and leave. But if Salah were traveling with her somewhere, why isn't there a suitcase for him? Maybe because he's not going with her.
Suitcase, anyways. Pretty big suitcase. And it's like flexible. It's not made of hard plastic. Whoops, sorry. It's not made of hard plastic, so it's not going to, break like that. So, yeah. So everything that I'm going to show you was a total of like 28 KD with delivery, which is like 91 US or like 120 something Canadian. Hi, Amanda. Like sometimes you can buy a suitcase. This was like $16. So yeah, that's a good deal. Look at Julia. All right, you're going to laugh at.
Chantal is the kind of person that I'm sure she knows about the deadline. I'm sure she knows that she has to go, and there is a great chance that she will not be able to come back to Kuwait due to her bad health. So she's basically, in essence, laying the groundwork of, I'm just going to go back to Canada. I miss Canada. And she's going to stay there. Again, it's all about maintaining the public image of, I am always the victor, never the loser. She's never going to admit to us that she has to go and she can't come back, that's completely out of her control. She's always going to frame it as, I'm going because I want to go versus I have to go. If she had more than 2 brain cells in her head, she'd figure out, I'm going to go before I get in trouble.
Like, why are you showing us these things you bought? Okay. This is 10. Okay, I'll show you. I'll open it. 6,000 tissues.
Remember what I said about the items not have any kind of rhyme or reason? So she just showed us a suitcase. And we know she's got a visa run very, very soon. We know that the parliament in Kuwait is changing, that the emir is dissolving parliament. There's different things in place. I mean, Kuwait is not messing around. She's over there showing us a suitcase, indicating that travel is going to happen. So if you're going to be traveling really, really soon, why buy all of that toilet paper? Why do that? It would make sense if you were buying for more than just one person. You know, you're supplying for more than just a couple of people. 2 people cannot possibly go through all of that toilet paper in a very short period of time, especially right before travel plans. So the randomness of it all. You're going to buy a suitcase and you're going to buy a whole bunch of toilet paper for what reason exactly? Make it make sense.
Okay, so there's 10 of these packs of 600
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not toilet paper. That's napkins.
tissues.
That makes it even worse. So it's not toilet paper. It's napkins. Why do you need that many napkins? Who in the world needs that many napkins? For what purpose do you need that many?
So, yeah, so we bought all of these tissues, which is a really good deal. I don't know, tissues I find are expensive. Like if you buy like Scotties or whatever, or Kleenex brand, you know what I mean? They can dry their eyes. We also got luxury. I can't, I'm gonna laugh. Luxury Eagle tissues. Hey, Tracy.
And again, the feeling that I'm getting is that these items were bought for the purpose of trolling. I mean, Chantal, we know you are infamous for filming a bunch of footage all in one day, cutting it up into different videos, and posting the videos out of context, out of time, just to try to keep us confused. So if you'll go that far trying to keep girl world guessing to where we can't catch on to some of your lies, why wouldn't you go out and just buy random items to get us wondering about things? That's what it feels like. I'm going to buy just some random items. I'm going to buy a suitcase, a whole bunch of napkins, and whatever else, and they're going to just go mad trying to figure it out. Girl, it's your life and your money. Whether you go somewhere or not, we don't care. It's your life. But you know you're in Kuwait. And you know at some point you got to go. And you also know at some point somebody somewhere is going to squeal on you and you're going to get in trouble. Like all the warning signs are there. Yet you insist on squatting in Kuwait where you do not belong. This shopping haul feels like you watched my stream last night. And when I said, I've noticed there are no home goods, so you sent Salah out to get some. That's what it feels like. Just pick up some random stuff, Salah. I'll make a live about it.
Yeah, just some napkins. Like you guys always say, I never have napkins. So now I have napkins, okay? Hey, YouTube lover. Hi, I said hi, Tracy, or what? Not a napkin haul. Yeah, there's a napkin haul. I'm showing you everything I bought. Okay, we also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Like, why do you remember what I said about everything is just so chaotic and random? Why do you need that many magic erasers? For what reason do you need that many? She's giggling because she knows how bizarre it looks.
Magic erasers, but it's like the brand is called Kamakazia. Use it to clean your car. You know, like magic eraser, like you just water only cleaning sponge. They were really cheap, and I love these because, like, if I have to clean and it takes elbow grease, I want to cry. So you just wet it, and it like literally erases all stuff. I love it. So got some of those. This is a glorious haul, I know. All right, what else did we get? Oh yeah, this was a steal. Water only cleaning kit. Yeah, batteries. Like each one of these.
Again, like, so we got a crap ton of napkins for no random reason, got a crap ton of magic erasers for no random reason, and a crap ton of batteries for no random reason. Again, this feels like a staged troll. Like she just went online or they went to the store and they were trying to figure out what items can we buy that will make everybody just wonder what in the world is going on. Let's buy stuff that have absolutely nothing to do with each other. We're going to buy batteries even though there's no explainable reason why we need that many batteries. We're going to buy all these napkins for no reason. You're trying to troll, Chantal, and you are failing.
I think was like $4 or 3 something. Look at all the batteries. How many?
Yeah, but why do you need that many? You don't.
Are these? 60 pieces. A, double A, and triple A for the Ramadan decorations. Yeah. These are exciting as a 36-year-old. I know. Yeah. If you're still living at home and you're like younger, you're going to be like, why would you show this stuff? But if you can find deals on stuff for your house, I don't know. They're melamine? Really? Don't use it on things that are painted. What about the wall? It's painted. I was going to use it on my wall. Yeah, probably. I didn't know that. I don't know what they're made of. It just looks like a sponge. I'll probably use it on like pots too and like stuff like that. The wall in the kitchen. Like, oh. Hey, Teardrop. I need all those tissues. That's a really good deal, eh? Like, yeah, that's a good deal on tissues. I'm sorry, but I don't know how much it was. It was like 3 KD for 6,000 tissues. So that's like under $12. Okay, these are amazing. These, you stick them on your wall and you hang your broom, your mop, your stuff like that.
And again, you're supposed to be traveling soon, real soon. So what is the point of all these items? Excessive amount of napkins, excessive amount of magic erasers, excessive amount of batteries. What does that have to do with travel? And what does that even have to do with your home? Because I don't see anything in your home where a lot of batteries are needed, or napkins, or magic erasers.
Because of the floor, like our floors have drains in the bathroom and the kitchen. Like, so I always squeegee because they always get wet.
You don't listen. Stop it, Chantal. You do not do any of the cleaning. If you can't even step up on a very small curb, if you can't even walk across the room without assistance, you are not bending over and doing the squeegee on the floor. No, you're not.
You know? So, hi, Kiki. Yeah. Hey, Mistress of Darkness, what's up? You guys are all awake? Proud of me for last night. What happened last night? Oh, yeah. Thanks. But yeah, so then you just stick like your broom, your mop, You stick these on the wall, you hang them up instead of just like, right now they're behind the kitchen door. I hate them there. They always fall and they piss me off. So it is almost 6 p.m. here. Tissue and toilet.
I wonder if she got these household items because she's trying to cover up the fact that soon she really does have to travel. Is it going to be one of those things where Chantal films a bunch of videos and she will post them to cover her travel time to what we don't know that she's traveling? Yeah, about that, Chantal. Look, I know you have it in your head that you think you're some kind of YouTube celebrity, influencer. You're not. Nobody cares if you get on a plane. Nobody cares when you get on a plane. Nobody cares when you get off a plane or when you come back to Canada. Don't know what all this secrecy is about. I don't know what you're thinking. If you're thinking that people will call the airlines and call the airplane and get you in trouble, I don't know what you're thinking, but you're not that important, okay? You're not that much of a concern. Honestly, you're not. So all the lies that you're telling unnecessarily about, oh, this is for my house, when really you're gearing up to go travel, is stupid. It's really stupid.
Toilet paper and paper towel. Yeah. Almost 4 p.m. there. We don't ever need toilet paper, but we always need tissue because we use it for like as napkins.
Wait, what? You don't ever need toilet paper. Why not?
Just like everything, you know.
So basically, instead of toilet paper, they use napkins. Is that good for the plumbing? Wouldn't that stop things up?
But match boost talk. Match boost. Okay, got some of these. I don't know. You can always use these to strain gravy, you know, lumpy gravy and stuff. Hi, SUP.
Like I said, everything is so random. So many random items for no reason.
Toasted flames. I'm slaying. I'm having craving apple pie and vanilla. That's called a la mode, isn't it? Has anyone ever tried cheddar cheese on apple pie? Is it actually
Okay, do you see what just happened there? So there are people in Chantal's chat. Again, they know about her issue with food. They know about it. They're fully aware and they're coming in talking about food with her. So this person, Australian maid, says, I'm craving apple pie and vanilla ice cream. It's 1 a.m. here in Australia. Which led to what? Her talking about food, her thinking about food. This is why you can't talk about the subject of somebody's addiction with them while they're active. Because all you're going to do is trigger them to go eat. So anybody in Chantal's chat that you know about her issue with food and you come in talking about food with her, like something's wrong with you.
good or no? Okay. This is I'm going to call this a sham wow, a clean sham. It's basically just a sham wow. I don't know what you use a sham wow for. I think
I don't know what you use it for. I just bought it. This feels like random impulse shopping. She just said it. I don't know what this is for, but I wanted it, so I got it. This feels like impulse shopping. I did my tarot live last night, and like her energy to me, it felt very chaotic. Like her mind, her thoughts are very chaotic right now. She can't keep a sentence in her head. Like she'll start a sentence and then stop and then start another one and stop. It's that kind of a vibe. It felt kind of like this. Well, I was going to, and then I was going to, it feels like that. Like she's scattered in her mind. Like she's all over the place. She's not able to pursue a streamlined thought or idea and stay on it for a little bit, she's just all over the place.
Clean up. Like somebody cleans our car for us, so I don't know. I had you dying for cheese curds. 10 pounds of eggplant. I know. I'm going to have to get cooking that. Like I have to go get the rest of the ingredients I need for my meal plan today. So I have to get tahini and stuff to make baba ganoush. Quinoa, salmon, bean sprouts. Yum. I actually like salmon. I never used to, but it's how you cook it.
That's funny that she's eating baba ganoush. Who was the first person to introduce her to that, Natter? Why would you eat food that reminds you of him, Chantal?
Lemon, salt, and pepper. No, it has to have like teriyaki sauce. So I don't know what you do with a ShamWow, but anyway, you clean stuff with it. You can never have too many cleaning supplies, honestly, unless you're a hoarder. You know those couponers that have like 80 bottles of Tide? Save some for the rest of the people. Do you wipe excess water after? No.
You know what, Chantal? You've got stuff to say about people who are couponers and you call them hoarders. But doesn't that also apply to you? I mean, there you are as a YouTuber and you're making decent money. And if you knew how to wisely spend your money, you would have enough, but you're obsessed with takeout. You're so food obsessed that not only do you get the takeout, but you actually have the nerve, the gall, the big fupa balls to send Salah to the food banks to get food from there. And you bring that food home and it's food you won't even eat. So you're a bit of a food hoarder yourself. You're so food obsessed, you're obsessed with the idea of keeping food around you at all times. So don't talk about anybody else being a hoarder. You're a food hoarder.
No, it just kind of like dries. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't get wet, like really wet. It's just, you just wash and then, I don't know. It's hard to explain. White cheddar and the pie crust is amazing. Salmon patties. I love, yeah, fish patties.
There she goes talking about food. Can we move along now, please? Thank you.
I mean, I'm probably not going to need tissues or trash bags for like ever. So this is 55 gallons.
All those trash bags. All those trash bags for no reason.
45, 55-gallon bags of trash. I have a really big trash container in there.
I mean, the fact that she's buying them, those look like lawn trash bags to me. Those do not look like the regular kitchen-sized trash bags. That should give you an idea of how much takeout Chantal eats. And all the plastic containers. Her carbon footprint is horrible. But she eats so much in the way of takeout, she needs the biggest trash bags you can get your hands on. Otherwise, she could buy like the tall kitchen garbage bags and a kitchen garbage can, and that should be enough. Got to buy the biggest trash bags because of all the trash that you produce, Chantal.
And we got 2 rolls of those.
Why?
Yay.
Is that an indication of how much takeout you order? Wow.
I know. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, they gave us a free gift. Food. I want to smell it. Let me open it. We get like any kind of food or fragrances we want from Salah's business, but I'll give it a smell. Hey, Crafty Gypsy. No, a YouTube lover, he does smoke, yeah. If you don't have a dryer, then
No. Yeah, Salah does smoke, but then again, so does she. She's come on camera straight up, straight out smoking cigarettes. They both smoke. She's not smoking the shisha. She's smoking the cigarettes. They both do.
What? It just dries. I don't know. Hello, Penny.
And If that is an apartment, Chantal, and it is, one thing that landlords do not like is when you smoke inside the apartment, because that cigarette smoke, the nicotine, it gets into the paint and it yellows it and it makes the place smell. And then after you move out, they have to spend endless amounts of time cleaning things, painting things to make it all nice and pretty again. So is it a good idea to smoke indoors? Not really.
It's not like your underwear is soaking or anything. I think it's for men. Yeah, that's definitely for men.
Isn't it interesting, y'all? We've got this, besides food grocery haul, this house goods haul. Notice there's no female related items in this haul. Nothing. You get a bottle of cologne or whatever for Salah, but nothing really for her. Isn't that something?
It doesn't smell like oud. It smells like cologne. Okay. Well, it smells nice, but it doesn't really smell like oud. Maybe a
I just had a thought, and take it for what it is. I just had a thought about some of the random items. Some of the random items cannot be explained, but I just had a thought that if Chantal is going back to Canada at some point, some of the items could be explained if she were going back and Salah was not able to keep the Oceanside villa. It would make sense. Some of the cleaning items, like the ShamWow thing, the magic eraser things, the big trash bags, those are items that you might use when you're moving out and you're moving out bags of trash and you're cleaning things up. That might explain that.
slight hint. All right. Do you miss your Kia? No. Our car here is so much nicer. I mean, sometimes a little bit, I guess. All right. This stuff here is herbal natural massage ointment for your muscles. Usually it's unisex. This one smells more like a man's cologne, but oud is usually unisex. You're right.
It's all stuff for him. There's really nothing in there for her.
That's what Salah said. Ooh, that smells strong, like peppermint. I'm going to use that on my sciatica. I don't have.
F your sciatica, Chantal. You don't have it. You really don't have it. You may have a very sore back, but you don't have sciatica. So please stop saying that. You know what would work wonders for your back pain? Losing some of the weight and taking the pressure off your lower spine. That would work wonders in reducing your back pain. And by the way, Big Mama, I've used things like Bengay on my lower back when I have had the sciatica. It really didn't do anything for the pain because sciatica pain is a nerve pain versus a muscle pain. So that gel isn't going to do anything.
Have really much pain anymore, but sometimes if I move too fast a certain way, I'll get like a really bad pain and I feel like I'm 80 and I'm like, oh, my sciatica.
Well, if you have sciatica pain, it doesn't disappear within a matter of a few minutes.
Okay. Now, I got a thing of Sensodyne gel. I never heard of gel because, you know, it was cheap and I needed some toothpaste.
Well, you never brush your teeth, so what's the point?
Also, this was Morning Fresh brand.
Huh. Okay, now this is interesting. Again, these are all these items feel random. This is so weird. So she got 2 packs of the trash bags, even though there's just 2 people in the household, a whole crap ton of napkins, a whole crap ton of batteries. Now you've got an excessive amount of toothbrushes, even though there's only 2 people in the household. Where some of these items picked up from more than just her and Salah, and they will be divvied up amongst other people. Did this come from some sort of organization that helps out families? I don't know, but it just seems weird to buy that many toothbrushes for just 2 people. And that does not look like a national brand. It looks like an off brand.
Never heard of this brand, but the people on the thing look happy. Look how many toothbrushes you get. You get a whole bunch of toothbrushes.
Yeah, like, why do you need that many for 2 people?
Yeah. So I don't think I will ever run out of toothbrushes for like a long time. Wait, 1, 2. How often are you supposed to change it? Every 3 months?
But the thing is, you never brush your teeth. I'm sure you go without a toothbrush for months, Chantal. I'm sure you have a toothbrush that's never been touched. It's not even close to being worn out.
I usually just like throw it out after a few months, a couple months, and then get a new one. They're cheap, you know. Icy hot and Vicks. That's what it smells like icy hot. Really, Be Free? Yeah, Queen, I know what it is. It's like the pain. It's like only for a second.
Now
but it's
you know
so
it's
intense.
not sciatica.
All right,
because
this
sciatica pain is not just for a second. It's painful because it lasts a while. It doesn't just hit you for a second and then it's done.
is a fruits and vegetable scrubber. Since I have all those fruits and veggies.
You never, but you don't eat vegetables.
Oh, so I'll pick this up. But yeah, we have to wash our fruits and veggies, right? So you can scrub them in the sink. So, ow. I wonder if you can exfoliate your face. No, I'm kidding. My face looks like an aubergine. Hey, Melanie Lynn. You use toothbrushes to clean your... Yeah, I can use one as a cleaner, maybe. Garbage. Some socks for Salah. So exciting. Okay, I got a knife sharpener. You guys make fun of my one bread knife that I cut everything with. I'll check.
Like, all this stuff feels so random. It makes no sense.
This out. I got a knife sharpener. And 6 pieces of these knives. I don't know what you can do with them, but...
You know, Chantal, if you have to leave on the 14th, and if you don't know if you're going to be able to come back because of everything going on with Kuwait, is it wise to spend money on kitchen items for a place that you're not even on the lease? Is it smart to spend money that you're going to need for your travel on these items? Like, why buy kitchen knives now? Why buy the batteries now? Why buy all of these random items now? You got to go in about a week. You don't know if you're going to be able to come back. So you're spending money on items that it's just money wasted.
They're smaller and yeah, I can dye my hair here. They sell hair dye. All right. We're almost done. We also got a multi-charger thing. That's what the plugs look like here, by the way. I had to...
And again, if you guys are going to travel, why do you need that again?
To get an adapter from Amazon when I first came here, and I still have it. But if that adapter goes, I don't know if they sell them here.
Moving on.
Okay, this is a super cooling towel. I thought this would be cool for like going out. Because when I went to Al Shahid Park in my vlog, if you haven't seen it, Did you see how red my face was by the time the walk was done? It wasn't the walking that bugged me. It was hot. It feels, it's a dry heat, but it's like, it feels like somebody's constantly blow drying you on the hot setting.
Chantal, you are hundreds and hundreds of pounds overweight. On top of that, you're in Kuwait. It is desert climate. Yes, you're right. It is dry desert heat, but you are hundreds of pounds overweight, which is going to make you feel warmer than normal. You've also got your head covered, your feet covered, which is where a lot of body heat is expelled. And you're wearing 2 or 3 layers of clothing. Of course, you're going to overheat quickly.
Right in the face. And I was starting to feel like, oh my gosh, like there was no air. There was no breeze. It was just hot. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is supposed to make you feel like you're air conditioned. Chemical free. That. All right. Okay. Now we have a 4-piece of microfiber towels. I don't know. You can always just use extra towels. Okay, another thing that excites me is I got 2 of these.
What?
3 kgs of laundry soap. So I got 1 and I got.
What did I say last night? What did I say? About, oh, when she goes grocery shopping, we never see laundry soap. We never see soap. We never see the household items. And lo and behold, here we are, her doing a live showing off these items. Again, you're so transparent, Chantal. I baited you and you took it. You took it. But this is not something that's normal, you know. Like, you've got a history of watching the reaction channels, all of us, and you take your cues of what to do and what to say and what your next arc is based on what we say. So, in a really weird way, you are a reaction channel. You don't like reaction channels, but yet you react to us and you base your content on what we do and what we say. You know, I remember back in the day when you used to be able to come up with your own ideas and your own arcs. You were very concerned for your channel and you were raising the bar always with what can I do to shock people? What can I do to surprise people? You sat down and you would just brainstorm. What can I do? What can I do? And you just thinking. But you're at the point now where you don't know what to do. You've done so much. You've done so many things that you've run out of ideas. Hence the reason why you look towards the reaction channels for ideas, because you don't have any. You are burnt out. Mentally, emotionally, creatively, you're burnt out. You don't know what to do. You're put yourself in a corner that way. What are we left with? You doing ridiculous, boring grocery hauls, household goods hauls, and showing off these items that make no sense. Doing your mukbangs. Not really interesting, you know? You hate the reaction channels, but without the reaction channels, where would you get your ideas for your lives, for your videos anymore? It's not like Salasa to give you creative ideas. He's not a creative person. It's not like you can call up Pete and he can give you a creative idea. You're all by yourself over there.
Got 2. Smells good. Made in Dubai. Or made in UAE. So because I do a lot of laundry, like especially washing like bedding, you know, so I run out of laundry detergent very quick. I'm on the last of it. So a huge 3 kg box.
How much laundry soap are you going through when you do your laundry? You know, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Chantal did laundry and she was putting in way too much soap because she just wasn't taught growing up. You only need like only so much soap per load. She probably dumps in a ton.
And this expires in 2027, was like 1 kg each, which is like 3 something US. That's really cheap. So that's about all. But the suitcase was a real steal. Suitcases can be pretty expensive, you know. So it's on wheels, everything. It's just a suitcase, but we can always use another one if we're going to be traveling. So yeah, teardrop, my baby is kicking in my tummy. Oh no. What do you think it wants? Much better than wasteful plastic bottles. I haven't eaten much today.
Good.
Joe's in years. Like years. I don't know. What do you even need for sloppy joes? I don't think I have any ketchup.
So she's back to talking about food. Like we're going to end the live talking about food. I'm not down for that. So let's go on to the comments of the live. So this person, Nep, says, why don't you wear your eyeglasses anymore? You seem to be squinting a lot more. Yeah, she's got glasses and she's got vision problems. Why not wear your glasses, Chantal? Wandering with Ruby says, legit question. Why do you squeeze your left cheek when talking? Curious. I don't know. And this is what Chantal was going for. She wants to see this in the comments. Look, Beezers, understand the manipulation going on here. Chantal acted like something was wrong because A, she wants more people tuning into her next live or her next video when she posts something, and B, she wants extra engagement. Like this comment here from Grandma G. I don't understand the quick end of the video. Are you okay? Please go live so we know everything is okay. She is basically manipulating people to give engagement through the comments. That's what YouTube looks for, is engagement on a channel to promote it more. So she's manipulating engagement out of you people. Leslie says, yikes, hope everything is okay. More people saying, I hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. Y'all, she's a liar. Chantal lies. Chantal tells on herself. So what do you guys think? Do you think that she's desperate? She's pathetically desperate for engagement, for money, to the point where she's lying about emergency situations to get people to engage more and to view more? I think so. I think that it's really just sleazeball behavior. It's so pathetic to be a 100K channel, and rather than give quality content, you're going to use cheap, ridiculous tactics to make money and to get attention. But that's just me. Anywho, hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.